Jimmy G, P-Dog, back with another episode.
Unfortunately,
This podcast sucks. Fake, no free ads. No free ads.
Today, with all of my depression, I'm going to give all you guys this, and for myself, I am going to drink a beer every 10 minutes. That means I'm going to have 6 beers during this hour of this podcast sucks. So when you see the recording, when you see it, or for us, I guess we'll see it, when it says 10 minutes, Jimmy's going to put up Preston drank. Jimmy, I don't know what Jimmy might drink some too, but I'm finishing a beer per 10 minutes.
We'll see how it goes. I might join. I don't think I want to leave my co-host hanging here. I think I might have to indulge myself a little bit. But yeah, man, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, unfortunately. Let's give the people what they want.
Bears fire Shane Waldron today, right around the noon mark today.
Yep.
11 o'clock. Had to be done. To be done.
It did have to be done, and Shane it's so Waldron's sad that it had to be done.
He's not the only problem on this team, but the offense falls on him. I mean, he's not do enough, and he's had past issues. I don't know if you've heard, but Seattle, there's players saying they can't stand him.
I was going to drop that video here for our viewers.
No, go ahead.
But it if I put it, it'll put us down as copyright. So yeah. But pretty much
yeah,
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they said they didn't like him, and then when they hired him, I don't understand why. I mean, I gave him a fair chance.
Yeah.
But thinking about it now, why don't you go after Cliff Kingsbury? You interviewed him, hire him.
Yep.
He knows Caleb very well.
What I heard, I don't know if it's true, but Matt Eberflus, Shane Waldron, and Ryan Poles or someone else have the same agent.
I don't know.
So I don't know if that was a tie into the Bears. But pretty much you got it wrong again. And now you have to eat the shit that comes with it.
It's really it's on Caleb Williams too. It's on Caleb as well.
100%. 100%.
We're just about to let's just rip and dissect this whole team.
Yeah.
Clearly, guys, you saw my post-game reaction. There was probably a record F-bomb in a minute short.
Yep.
I don't think it was flagged. So I think we're good to go.
Shocked it did not get flagged. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this is hilarious. But
it was the shortest game I've watched of the Bears in a while. I didn't finish it. I quit at halftime.
Yeah, I left it on, and even Jill was watching with me, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was playing games on my phone. I legitimately was playing games on my phone, and Jill looked at me, and if you guys all saw my post, she was like, what is going on? Like, why is he getting sacked so much? And I'm like, well, a good amount of them were. There were a lot of times that he had 5 seconds to throw, and he wasn't throwing the ball.
So I'm under the impression that when the Bears have the ball, that the ball's got Velcro on it, and he's wearing gloves that have Velcro as well. And then when he grabs the ball, he can't get the ball out of his hands.
But here's the thing. I also looked at tape, and a lot of the plays, his receivers are not open.
Good coverage, but that's also Shane Waldron's not
exactly
to Caleb Williams' weakness.
Yes, that's Shane Waldron's scheme of not getting players open. But you have DJ Moore, you have Roma Dunze, you have Keenan Allen, you have Cole Kmet, you have DeAndre Swift, who you completely forgot about the last 3 weeks here.
Yeah,
why is he not getting any? They're running the ball a little bit, but they are not checking the ball down to him like they were when they were.
That's on Caleb. That's on Caleb.
I don't know what's happening.
Shane Waldron, I will say, he does have a check down there. So this is the issue I'm starting to see. There's a lot of problems with this offense. It's not all Shane Waldron. It's really not.
No.
He's got to take the hit because he didn't do a good enough job. He never improved. He never adjusted. So he's got to go. But Caleb Williams needs to learn and humble himself that this is not college.
Yeah.
This is the pros.
Yep.
You need to take your checkdowns, get your 4 or 5 yards. These little these 8 to
Take
9
those
yard
little
sacks
wins.
are drive killers, and they're normally on first, second down. If you
Yep.
take it on 3rd and 8, you take it on 3rd and 8, whatever. But these first and second downs, you got to throw the ball away.
Yep.
You got to do 1, 2, 3. No one's open. Toss it.
Exactly. So it's first down. It's usually always around a Swift. He usually picks up like, I don't know, 4 or 5, right? So you're at second and 5, 2nd and 6, whatever it's going to be. And he's always taking a long ass sack to where they're always put back to 3rd and 15
if it
or
is
whatever
not
it is.
there, you got speed to run out of the pocket and toss it.
Yep. And those games that he would, what was it, 2-game win streak, 3-game win streak, whatever it was.
We had
3-game win streak. He was finding Swift on those checkdowns, and Swift was having great games. And that was opening up everything for us. You know what I mean? He was finding Komet. It just looks, he completely regressed. And again, not all to his fault. You know what I mean?
The offensive line is bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking smack about the sacks, but the offensive line and their pre-snap penalties,
our center,
their blocking's not great. But
our center getting run over is bad.
But when they do give him time, I heard this stat this morning, is the Bears lead the league in sacks on O-line wins.
Yeah. Yep. And that's sad.
And I mean, obviously, Caleb Williams is flustered. Confidence is at an all-time low.
Yeah.
It's Eberflus did this because he had to save his own job.
Yeah.
So now you got to go to Thomas Brown, who was the offensive coordinator of the terrible Panthers team last year. He's also assistant coach.
Yeah.
And they didn't develop Bryce Young, so I don't know how this is going to work out.
Yeah. It's scary. Scary times in Chicago.
You haven't had a touchdown drive in 23 drives since the go-ahead lead for the Commanders.
Not only that, but you have not put together a solid drive. It's one thing. What did we score? 3 against the Patriots?
You scored 3 against the Patriots, 9 against the Cardinals.
Right.
And they dropped 15 against the Commanders.
You're barely able to put a drive together to even get to a field goal, which is sad in its own. You know what I mean?
Patriots have a real good defense, but like you got more Allen, and I'm seeing reports that also that there's veterans coming in and talking that they want to but they didn't. I think they said they wanted Waldron gone, and they also said that they may need to see some Bajan starts.
Yeah. Did you see my thing that
I saw your shorts. I liked it.
No. Did you just see my my headline I just put out right now?
Oh, yes, I'm buying it. I'm buying it because I believe it's true. Maybe
that's
the
Bajan
stuff not so much, but you know what? They probably feel the same way. Hey, something's got to change. I don't know if we got maybe we change a quarterback and maybe we'll get something going because you haven't scored a touchdown in 23 drives. I don't blame the veterans for thinking that way.
Yeah.
Now, it's not the right decision with Caleb. It's not, but I don't blame them for thinking that way.
Yeah, I get it. If I think any vet came forward and said it, I think it's DJ Moore.
He should. He's having his worst season. But you got to be a team player. He's always been a team player. Everywhere he's
That's
been,
what I'm saying.
Every year, this is the worst.
You had to have known that you have a rookie quarterback. There's going to be growing pains. There's going to be.
You got to think this guy's had almost 1,000-yard seasons every year. Justin Fields wasn't even great, but he was loving on Moore, and they got more paid. And so Moore is probably now,
even though it didn't relate to team success. You know what I mean?
That's a later, but that was also defense related at last year. But no, I don't. You can't go to Bajan. I mean, everyone would be interested in seeing it just because everyone wants to know what Bajan has in him. But Caleb Williams clearly has the talent. You don't want to screw him up.
Yep.
You take a start away from, you take the starting job away from him, it would be disgusting. It's going to kill him. This isn't the Bryce Young situation. This isn't like you gave it to him at year 1. Oh. Beer 1 down, on to beer 2. And we're at and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this and humor. This is all being humored. Humor me. Give me a few minutes of your time and indulge me.
I'm indulging, man. But yeah.
Bears are 4-5. They're 2 games out of the last wild card spot. Yep.
Here's my thought of everything here. As bad as it is, and as bad as this team looks, and we're trending down, right? There's no light at the end of the tunnel right now. Everything is bad. If the Bears can pull something out of their fucking ass and somehow pull out a W out of that dirty a-hole, do they save the season?
It starts with right now you're 4-5. You're 2 games out of first, and that's 8 games left.
Yeah, and you're playing that black and blue division.
So there's 8 games left. 6 of those are against the division, and the other 2 are against wild card contenders, which are the Seahawks and the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tough, but you could control your destiny if you could figure it out. So here we go. We're 2 games out right now going into week 11, playing the Green Bay Packers in Chicago. Do I think they're going to win? I do not.
Yeah.
But if they
sorry to disappoint anybody thinking that we were picking the Bears. We are not picking the Bears.
If they figure out a way to win that game, it saves their season for the time being. It's going to be a tough year because the NFC is damn good this year. There's not going to be an 8-9 team making the wild card this year.
Right.
Like hell, the Vikings are 7-2, and the Commanders are 7-3.
I was gonna say I even think 10 wins might be too little.
That's 5-6 right there. And I was looking today and I was trying to think, okay, maybe we'll catch you with the Vikings. We won't. Vikings are playing Tennessee this week.
Yeah.
Now
and it is the NFL. Anything can happen. We've seen it before in the past.
Vikings play the Commanders play the Eagles.
Vikings are also looking worse and worse every week, in my opinion.
But
they're winning, right?
Commanders play the Eagles this week. So if the Commanders lose that game to the Eagles, they come down to 7-4, and you start thinking, But the Packers have that 7th spot at 6-3.
Yeah.
Bears beat them. Let's just humor ourselves. Bears beat them. Yeah. You're 1 game out.
We're classic Chicago Bear fans right now.
Well, I'm just saying
if this happens,
the Bears aren't a bad team. They're talented. There's talent around. The defense is good.
Yeah. This is probably the best roster they've had in quite some time.
We get 19 points. That's us giving them good field position a lot.
I mean, you should be able to win football games in the NFL giving up only 19 points. You should.
So if we win, and then I expect the Niners to do their thing and win. So the Bears can go into week 12, 5-5, Packers and Niners at 6-4.
Yeah.
Guess who play each other that week? The Packers and the Niners play each other in week 12.
And the 49ers own the Packers.
Yes. And also I don't believe Cardinals look good, but I don't believe in them.
I don't either.
But they are looking good. Who they just beat? They won another game. They found a way to win again.
They won pretty good too, pretty convincingly.
We picked against
why can't I?
We picked against them, and it's driving me nuts.
I know. Where are they? Jets.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We believed in the Jets too much. That's over. But
that
over.
Experiment was done.
but yeah, so the Cardinals are steam, but I still don't believe them fully. The Niners are going to start catching steam, and they're going to win that West, which means the Cardinals bounce back down to us. But anyway, we could be tied with Green Bay Packers by week 12, but we have to beat the Packers and the Vikings. So our next 3 games are Packers, Vikings, Thanksgiving against the Lions. You got to go 2-1, and those 2 wins have to be against the Packers and the Vikings.
Yeah. Although we are known to play the Lions pretty well.
Yes. And we are home against Green Bay, and we are home against Minnesota, and the Lions are away. However, we're very negative thinking right now because we have no reason to believe.
There's no reason to have faith in Chicago right now.
Because these past 3 games have been horrific.
They're
averaging 9 points a game in a 3-game span against teams that don't have great defenses.
When's the last time you woke up in the morning excited about the Bears game?
Every week. I'm still excited about it.
You're still excited? Dude, I've woken up every morning.
It's over now.
I will say last week I had a little bit of excitement. And to start the game, I was pretty excited because it seemed like the vibes were different. And then it completely just got taken away from me.
It's just,
it makes me sad, dude.
We were 4-2, lost 3 in a row, and it's. I don't want to say the Commanders game sucked everything out, but that just did something.
It did, and it's funny because I keep seeing posts from people, and they're like, "I've never seen a Hail Mary ruin a team like it has the Bears."
There was no talk about attitude. There was no talk about the locker room. I mean, other than the Waldron conversation and after week 3, but it seemed like all was forgotten.
Yeah, and I will say, let's talk about this too, because this has definitely hurt the team. We've lost some key pieces on defense as well.
Brisker, Gordon
being out as long as he has, Brisker being out,
Sweat's banged up.
Brisker was our best player, arguably, on the team, up until he got that concussion. I hope that he plays against the Packers. I don't think he will, but I hope that they've been keeping him out for these divisional games. I tweeted at him earlier. He didn't answer.
You need Sweat.
Not having Sweat not last game, but the one before that definitely hurt us. That's why I wanted to trade for a defensive lineman, because I'm like, if Sweat's out, we're screwed.
And I am not putting any blame. I see people want to fire Ryan Poles. This is not on Ryan Poles.
Poles, as much as you want to blame him
about the offensive line,
parts are his fault.
No, I think it's a process, and I hate that
him ignoring the offensive line is his fault.
But he focused on other stuff. The offensive line's coming. I think this upcoming year is going to be a whole emphasis. But now he's got a decision to make for his jump on the line, because Matt Eberflus, he's saying a lot of stupid things, and he's not saying the right things.
Yeah.
If I have to hear him say process one more damn time.
Oh, how about that interview with David Kaplan? Did you hear that shit?
That where he's like, it's 2024.
Yeah.
Get a landline.
Your cell service is almost as bad as your offense. That's what he said to him. For those of you who haven't seen it, go check it out.
Oh,
it's
I think
hilarious.
He's going off. Everyone's going off.
Oh my God, dude. I would have, I mean, me and you right now, if we got that kind of interview, obviously I want to be saying that. But like it's so valid, man. It sucks because how is Eberflus getting another chance? You know what I mean? With another offensive coordinator.
It's year 3, and you've yet to win a road game on a Sunday.
Yeah.
You get 8 or 9 of those a year, and you haven't won one. You're 0-18. You've had a 14-game losing streak.
It's absolutely terrible.
And I'll give you benefit of the doubt in some, because those rosters were bad. You get blessed with a roster. You change your hair. You're trying to make us buy into your.
I bought
your
it.
Schemes.
I bought the beard and I bought the hair.
They put us on Hard Knocks, made it all like a dream team and all this stuff.
I will say, I think firing Waldron is I think it's an early it's showing signs that the Bears are going to move on from Eberflus if things don't somehow turn around.
Did you know that Thomas Brown is Alex Brown's brother?
Is he?
Yep.
Interesting. Huh. He must be pumped, huh?
I'm just hoping that they let Caleb be Caleb to an extent, but also like just give him the simplest. Where's the slants? Like, can we just do little 4 or 5 yards?
Give him something easy, man.
Mesh routes, like
I just don't understand.
Don't even run anybody deep, because Caleb, he's just going for the home run.
Let's talk about the game a little bit. The actual embarrassing loss to the Patriots. I couldn't tell you many
details. I really can't. I don't remember much. I was hungover as hell.
Dude, it was bad from the start. I bought the first minute of the game where
Keenan Allen had 2 catches. Like, oh, Keenan Allen, okay.
Yeah, a couple good catches. Everything's just bad. We simply don't seem to be calling the right plays.
Caleb has no accuracy, can't hit anybody.
Accuracy is not there. The body language of the players is terrible. The defense is hanging on for dear life.
Oh, Drake, get the banner.
Oh, sorry. Do you call me out 4 seconds after? Drink.
Beer number 2, done.
It's cold on the teats.
Beer number 2, done. This is what it feels to be a Bears fan right now.
We're punishing ourselves. We deserve this.
My stomach hurts. I got 4 more to go.
Oh.
I fished mine.
For the record, I never agreed to anything. This was Preston's thing he was going to do by himself. This is just me being a good co-host and not leaving him by himself.
Now Jimmy comes on. I never forced him. Jimmy comes on
credits to me for being a good guy, huh?
I never pulled his leg. I was like, hey, I thought of an idea. And then you're like, you know what? I'm going to join you too.
Actually, right before, me and Preston always, talk a little bit before we go on. And he was like, I'm going to beat you up and hold your family hostage if you do not drink with me today. And I said, damn, I really have to then, huh? But yeah, the game was bad. All parts of it was bad. The fact that Drake May outperformed Caleb Williams is embarrassing itself.
Every
Drake May
quarterback has outperformed
Caleb
Williams this year. Bo Nix is looking great.
I don't know if that's a reflection of Caleb Williams or a reflection just off of your team overall.
It's on all of it.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
You can't tell me Drake May's team looks better than the Bears offense. You can't.
Yeah. It's sad. In every offense, defense, special teams. Honestly, the best thing we have going for us right now is Santos hitting his kicks.
He only had one.
Yeah, well, but that's what I'm saying though. He's hitting his kicks. Oh, dude, and then Torrey Taylor kicking like a 13-yard punt.
I know. I'm like, here we go again.
Granted, it was very windy. That Chicago wind is terrible, but
yeah, no, you see it shaking.
Fourth round draft pick punting a 13-yard punt. Yeah,
you see that goalpost shaking.
Yeah. So,
should we talk about other football that makes us happy and not the Bears for the time?
No, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it.
Can we talk? Let's go straight because this has been an awesome story for the week. Can we go into that Sunday night football game? Did you watch?
I'm rewinding in my head. Sunday night. Who was
Jared Goff? It was Lions Texans. Goff throws 5 interceptions.
Texans.
And it's looking like, oh my God, you got those 6-7 picks. And somehow they form it around, and then they make 2 crucial kicks that sneaks in by like half an inch by a guy that was working. I forgot what they said he was working at not even a year ago.
Yeah. And what's frustrating is I had a parlay, and David Montgomery screwed me out of $1,200 because he needed 4 more yards rushing.
Oof.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a toughie.
Yeah. So I was pretty upset. I didn't think it was possible that I was going to hit, and in the last 10 minutes of the game, I was like, oh, I'm going to check to see where I'm at.
What sucks is if they were well, I guess they came back pretty quick, but
yeah.
But that's the fact that I don't know, but
it's crazy to me though that Goff throws 5 INTs and they still win that game. That shows how good they are.
And when I look at this kind of relates back to the Bears, it's kind of why I was thinking it. Like, you see what the Lions have with the grit they have. Dan Campbell, he leads that team to don't quit. If your quarterback is not having his great day, running game will pick him up. The defense will pick you up. Did you see that? They go into the third quarter. I guess the Bears had this too earlier in the year. But Dan Campbell's like, our team needs to execute. We need to go right in there, and we force a turnover. And not even a half a second after he records that, they get an interception.
Yeah.
That Lions team is just what everything.
I know. And then they were laughing. Joe Buck and what's his nuts?
Troy Aikman?
Yeah. Or was it Joe Buck and Troy?
They don't do Sunday night. Sunday night's Collinsworth.
Yeah, who was? Yeah,
Collinsworth and Mike Tirico.
They were laughing on air.
Yeah.
I know, because I had it on, and I'm like, why are they laughing? Because I missed that interview.
Yeah, no, they said
it was showed it so later, quick. And I was
Collinsworth,
like,
right there. No, it's just that Lions team. I know I'm supposed to hate them. They're in our division, but they're just so hard to hate.
Yeah.
Because Jared Goff is a good story.
The thing is I don't hate the team. I hate the fans. You know what I mean?
I hate the Lions fans.
You don't hate Lion fans?
No, they've been through it.
I don't think you're as active on social media as I am.
But they deserve it. I mean, dude, they've never been to a Super Bowl. They've been through hell.
Yeah,
more hell than Bears. They've been through hell more than Bears fans.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
The Bears haven't really ever been good though.
Yeah,
other
the Bears
than 85.
0-16.
No,
Twice. I don't think they did twice. Like this Lions team. No,
we might as well
be.
It feels like we're 0-16.
We won 2 games at least. No, this like Jared Goff, the Rams strip traded him because like, you know what, we understand you brought us to Super Bowl.
That is a cool story,
but we want something better than you. And then to have Stafford go to the Rams and win that Super Bowl, and you're like, oh my God. But then Goff go because the Rams won the Super Bowl. The Rams have already won a Super Bowl. That's not like a historic. It was just nice for Stafford. Right. If Goff could somehow win the Super Bowl in Detroit, like last year, he beat Stafford, which was cool.
Do you think if the Lions have a different quarterback, they're as good as they are?
I mean, they also can't have as good of a team.
I don't know. Say you put. I was gonna say, do you think it's because of the team around the quarterback, or do you think Goff makes that team work?
Goff's good.
Yeah,
but Campbell started something there.
Yeah,
with just his personality and belief, and they built the Lions through what Ryan Poles didn't do. The Lions said, before we get everything else going, we're going to start an offensive line. So Goff's got time. And then after they did that, they were able to draft Aiden Hutchinson, work on the defense, get Montgomery in, draft Gibbs. They drafted Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's a lot of draft pieces. It is just awesome. And they're going to be relevant for at least 5 years.
It still pains me that Montgomery went to Detroit. It pains me so much.
They weren't going to pay him. I mean, I don't blame him. It just sucks to see how much success he's having. But I'm happy for him.
Dude's a beast, yeah.
There's some people you're just like, F you, man, I don't care. But seeing Montgomery succeed like he is, it's like happy. I'm happy for him.
It's one of those like good for you, but also at the same time like.
Now, if it was Green Bay, it's different because I don't hate the Lions.
It's so different when it's Green Bay, man.
It's Green Bay. Like I never liked Green Bay or Minnesota. I never liked really the Lions with Stafford, but for some reason, since Campbell's taken over, I like them, and I hate that I like them because they're in our division.
I'm not gonna lie. When Campbell took over and he had that interview, or the press conference, whatever, and he was like, "We're gonna bite your kneecap" or whatever it was.
We're gonna fight you. We're gonna hit you, and if you knock us down, well, then we're gonna take your kneecaps.
Yeah, we're gonna take your knee. When that happened, I was like, "Who the hell is this guy? This corny mother."
And it was goofy because year one was not successful. But
exactly, and that's why I was like, "This guy's coming in.
He's not gonna last."
Yeah, I'm like, "No way."
And year two, you're right. Thinking, okay, here comes the progression. Then the Lions start off 1-7, if you don't remember. And then they just took off and won like 8 out of the last 9. They almost had a wild card spot. They took the Packers, if you remember that.
The Packers.
Season. Yeah, that year.
Yeah, that was a fun game to watch because that was in Lambeau too, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was the year Lions had a chance to make the playoffs at the beginning of the day, but they got eliminated early.
Yep.
And then the Packers win, they're in, and they lost the Lions.
Love that game.
And then
that was when one of the Packer players got I don't know, I forget who it was, but he got thrown out of the game because he pushed one of the Lions.
Yes, and Matt LaFleur was pissed. I do remember that.
Yeah.
And then year 3 was last year, and then obviously the Lions have taken off, and they haven't skipped a beat since. And you could tell that they just love their coach. It starts with respect. And you know what? And it goes to the Bears. I respect Caleb Williams having Eberflus's back. He says the right things.
Yeah.
And
he had every chance to pull a Justin Fields and say maybe it's the coaching and throw him under the bus. But he stayed strong and said, "Yes, I have faith in him."
With one thing you said on your short.
What's that?
I'm trying to remember what you said now.
It was a short, man. I didn't say a lot.
I know. I know you said a lot about Waldron. You said something about Eberflus.
He's next.
My problem with I am with Eberflus on keeping things in house.
Yeah, it's frustrating from a fan standpoint because you never know what's going on.
No, I know, but you know what? If you don't do what he's doing, then you lose respect, and you see what's going on in Dallas.
Here's my thing. I think he lost the locker room. Damn, I blinked for a second.
I got it on here. 3 beers out the door. I puke. Sorry.
We might have to do this every episode, huh?
But no. If you don't keep it in house, then you have a problem like Dallas. Dallas is a mess, and they're the worst team in the NFL, and I'm sticking to that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it would be fun for us to do a bottom 5 power rankings instead of a top 5.
You took it down. I'm still drinking, dude.
I'm finishing mine. I don't know what Jimmy's doing over there, but I'm finishing mine. Yes, by the way, one of these beers count.
I keep forgetting, dude. By the way, we're kind of doing a worse version of a game that I play. And I think you were part of it at some point, but we had a game called the 15-minute game. And that was you had to chug a beer within 15 minutes. You would just chill and talk to your buddy. You know what I mean? You're standing next to him. Like,
I wasn't.
You never did? Me and Matt always did 15-minute game. And me and Jill do it to this day. But you just, for 15 minutes, you know, you're chilling, you're talking. You got to have your drink done. And if you don't have it done, you have to chug it like I am right now. I just have some head left.
But
hold on, let me do a commercial for the viewers. I have to get 3 more drinks.
Oh yeah, Jimmy only brought 3. I brought 6 that come over. But no, for all our viewers, I want you. Are the Bears in the bottom 5 of your guys' power rankings right now? If you feel like they are, comment Bear down. If you think the Bears are the bottom 5 in the power rankings, comment Bear down. But no, I've been battling, but trying not to blame Caleb Williams. I've been battling so hard not to blame Caleb Williams.
I'll be back.
But Bears fans need to start holding their quarterback accountable. We made so many excuses for Mitchell Trubisky.
They definitely do.
We made so many excuses for Justin Fields, and now we're starting to make excuses for Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is not the 100% to blame. He's not even 50.
No, yeah.
But he's definitely a good chunk, though.
Yeah. As much as I agree with that, I'm just so angry at the whole organization, top to bottom. McCaskey's down to the equipment manager.
It's because it's the narrative, and it keeps happening. Trubisky was the second pick in the draft,
and they haven't learned. That's the sad thing.
He had moments, and then you get rid of him. Now Justin Fields never had the moments that Trubisky had.
Yeah,
but talent's there.
Do we, in your opinion, fire Eberflus at the end of the year?
I just don't know. Like, then you're going to rebuild it again, and I like Eberflus, but then like when
this reminds me of something that I'm going to bring up, and I think you know where I'm going with this.
I liked Matt Nagy, and is that where you're getting ready to go?
You grow feelings for head coaches for sure.
I can, because I hated the hire.
There's one specifically that you grew hella feelings for, and me and you got into big arguments about this in the past.
John Fox?
Yeah.
So John Fox, I did love you. Now
Preston had the biggest boner.
But this was before John Fox even came to the Bears, though, where I liked him. Now, John Fox never had a successful season with the Bears. They were ass every single season.
And I told you, he has been doing good with the Bears. He absolutely deserves to be fired. You didn't want him to be fired.
But for the record, the Bears did not have a good roster for him. They kind of sent him
right. But I mean, at the same time, like, what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean?
But they didn't improve. You're supposed to improve the team, and they were not improving.
The next year with Matt, that's when they signed Nagy, and they went 12-4?
I think so. Yeah. Was that right after? That was right after Fox.
Yeah, that was Nagy's first year that they went 12-4.
Yeah, because Fox, I guess, technically coached.
And then I remember being like, "Told you, Preston. Told you."
Well, also, let's be clear: John Fox did not have Khalil Mack.
Right. The Bears definitely improved that team because that was the same offseason where I think the Bears got Allen Robinson. They got Khalil Mack.
Was that one of your favorite signings? Like a week before the season starts.
Oh yeah,
it says
dude.
The Bears get Khalil Mack.
I'm sleeping. I wake up in the morning, and all I see is Bears trade for Khalil Mack, and I was like, "There's no way this is real."
No,
right?
it was. And then
like, literally, what was it, like a week or something before?
It was literally a week because he held out and he got signed like a week before.
And you always think like with players like that of that caliber, you're always like, oh, it'd be so cool if they came to my team.
Yes, and
you know what I mean. And you're like, but it's not going to happen.
First 7-8 games of the season, he had a strip sack in first one of every.
Now I know Derek is a Raider fan. Did Derek?
Yes.
Do you remember Derek doing anything?
He was upset. I think he's happy to see him succeed, but and he's happy for Bears fans. He was not happy for me.
Yeah.
That's kind of where that's at.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And he shouldn't be. I'm so mine and Derek, and we will have him on the pod. And I'm thinking he could be a first guest because me and him disagree on everything. So maybe we could have him on a segment or two here.
Yeah.
But because he's also a Lakers fan, Bronny James and LeBron James, he supports all that. But me and him have the friendship where I don't know if you remember this. So the Raiders were having a hell of a season. It's one of the so Derek doesn't get to enjoy the Raiders too often because their successful seasons are just as much as the Bears' successful seasons.
Yeah.
It was the year the Raiders made the playoffs. Not the year a couple years ago, but I think it was like 2016.
Yeah.
Derek Carr was having an MVP caliber season.
Yep.
Christmas
Derek
Eve.
Carr.
And I think it was also because it was Christmas Eve.
Ribs.
I was doing my laundry.
Christmas Eve.
I was doing my laundry. Derek Carr breaks his leg on Christmas Eve against the Colts.
I don't remember that.
It was against the Colts. The Raiders were like 11-2, 12-2, and they were out. They already clinched the division, or just about clinched the division, and they pretty much clinched the bye at that point too, I believe. And I caught wind on my phone. I remember texting Derek in all caps. Broke his leg. Derek Carson.
Would.
Derek could hold his own pretty well. He had absolutely snapped. I can't remember all the things he said, but he absolutely snapped. And the Raiders had to start in their one playoff game. Well, now they played two, but at that time, that one playoff game in like 18 years, they had to start Connor Cook in their one playoff game, and they lost to the Texans.
God, dude, yeah, and that's the thing is, I love you, Preston, but holy shit, I feel like it is such a curse when you do those things to other people's teams.
You want to know how bad my curse is?
I think you curse us, dude.
You want to know how bad the curse is?
Let's hear it.
This week,
right?
We know how much I hate the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Were you talking shit because you thought they were going to lose?
Jimmy, kid you not. Less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. And I didn't say anything crazy.
You would.
I just said, let's fucking go. Broncos better finish this one. Let's fucking go. Chiefs deserve this. And then not even 2 minutes after I said that, a blocked field goal from 30 yards away. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I was scrolling through Twitter because that's where I get a lot of my NFL updates on Sundays. And there was a video posted. It was like, Broncos get into field goal range to possibly win the game because there was 2 minutes left or something like that. And then I was like, oh, cool, the Broncos are going to win this. And then later I was scrolling and I saw they lost. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So at that point, I was already done watching the Bears. I had red zone. Yeah, no, I was red zone in that pretty early. So I was bored enough with the Bears getting the red zone. And instantly when I saw the Broncos going up, I was getting ready to talk my shit. And then I watched it get blocked. And also all my friends were like, you're a curse. The Bears, the White Sox. And I'm like,
it's so easy, dude. It's like, you don't get under my skin as much anymore because you would get under my skin back in the day with the Blackhawks.
Well, they suck, but
I can't disagree with you now.
And back then I could. Too.
Back then I could. Yeah, our teams are terrible. Chicago. I was just talking to Matt about this. Chicago has the worst owners in all of sports. Do you agree?
Oh, Chicago.
Chicago.
Because Dallas is lucky to have Mark Cuban.
Maybe not the Cubs.
Yeah, they do.
Even though, I wouldn't say that. They have. See, that's why I'm the button guy. That's why I'm the button guy. Cheers.
Maybe, you know why? You know why that happened, Jimmy?
Why?
We're the worst owners of this podcast for the
We are. We're terrible owners of this podcast. This podcast Socks is up for new owners. Maybe this is a bad idea to do this during the pod, man. Oh my god, we're not even that deep, dude.
Beer number 4.
Cheers. Beer number 4.
4 beers in 44 minutes. This
podcast Socks brought to you by Jimmy G and B-Dog. Brought to you by Loser
Bush
Bear
Light.
fans. Brought to you by Loser Sox fans. Brought to you by
This is what happens.
Loser Bull fans.
This is what happens when we get 0 viewers on our live stream.
You put that up until I'm done with my drink, bitch.
I didn't know. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at Caleb Williams right now getting sacked, but you have so much time to finish.
Hey, you leave us alone.
So yeah, we're talking about games of the weeks and all that stuff.
Crack one open.
Ooh, crack it.
Crack it. Oh,
what? Jimmy.
Yep.
Biggest surprise week 10.
Biggest surprise week 10, other than the Bears continuing to be as bad as they are. This is where I have to. Oh, I will say. Biggest surprise week 10 for me is I'm very surprised in how good the Steelers have been looking.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm so happy you said that. Take it away.
Yes.
Take it away.
The Steelers played a great game against the Commanders, which I'm so happy to see because I enjoy watching the Steelers play football. I think Mike Tomlin's a good coach.
Good.
Yeah, I mean,
Jimmy,
that team really has.
He's the coach of the year.
You think coach of the year? I'm not saying no. I'm just. How can not be? Yeah, I mean, what are they 7-2 right now
with Justin Fields, and then you were 4-2 or whatever. You made the
and then people even. I don't know about you, but I think I question a little bit. You bench Fields when he was playing pretty okay. Ribs. Bless me. And then you put in Russell Wilson, who was hurt and maybe not playing the best of football.
And looked like he was on the downslope from his previous.
I mean, it looks like he might be cashed out.
And he had a bad preseason.
And he's looking great.
He's 3-0.
He's 3-0.
Did you see the stats?
He's spreading the ball around.
They're averaging 10 more points a game and 80 more yards.
And that's what that Steeler team needs because that defense is going to win you games alone. And honestly, I'm jealous of it because the Bears should be like the Steelers right now too, with how good our defense is. You know what I mean? If our offense can just put up some points, they would be in prime position. And then it was also really cool to see them. I was cracking up to see Russell Wilson get the Commanders to jump off sides to end the game.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. The whole team was like dancing.
I've never liked Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. And this year I find myself rooting for the guy.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I used to like Wilson a lot. I used to. But then when he got corny with the whole, all the commercials and the what was the weird thing that he was saying?
Bronco Country, let's ride or something.
No, it wasn't that. It was
I don't remember.
He was saying something weird, and like he got kind of like he got corny, and he got too like commercially.
Well, he got paid. He got paid.
Yeah, he got paid, and he got a little weird.
And then you heard the whole Bronco story of how he had to throw his offense. He was away from the team.
Yeah,
and Sean Payton just completely just ripped him apart last year. And you were just like, damn. But I didn't feel bad for him. And then this year, I just find myself digging this comeback story.
Yeah, and again, it's fun to see. I will say, I like this guy coming out of college, and I wanted the Bears to draft him. I have him on my fantasy team, and I used to like him, but boy, does he piss me off. Yes, George Pickens. He pisses me off. The dude is going to get suspended. He's going to do something stupid. He has no control. Dude, he acts like an idiot every week, man. I know he's competitive, but like something's going to happen, man.
I don't know. I like him.
I don't trust him. I think he's going to do something stupid.
Who should be in trouble is Deebo Samuel for shoving.
Oh my God, dude. pretty much punching him.
Or what was it? The long snapper.
Yeah, long snapper, but he ended up punching his kicker.
Like Jake Moody missed it. They won the game.
Yeah, if I were the kicker, dude, I would be farting in his water bottle.
And Jake Moody's been hurt. This is his first game back.
Yeah. Yeah, what the hell is wrong with him, man?
He's been hurt, and kickers that get hurt, it's hard to come back healthy.
I would be looking at everyone like, what? Like,
and they won.
I'd be talking that talk, man. I really would.
Dude, there's some fun games coming up this week.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting to the nitty. Okay, also, I'm just gonna point this out. Can you believe we're about to start week 11?
I cannot. Like, I still feel like I'm about to say we're still early on, but we're just past the halfway point.
It's insane. Which I need to talk about this now because I don't know. Last week we intended to, but I don't think we did. Did we ever pick our new Super Bowl predictions?
We did not.
Okay, let's talk about that this episode real quick.
Yeah, we did not. We did not.
Let's talk about that real fast. Who do you have coming out of the NFC?
There's one choice.
You think so? You think there's one?
Yes.
All right, who do you got?
Detroit Lions. If you pick against them, you're wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to make an argument to not pick the Lions.
So if you're not picking the Lions, who are you picking? The Niners look down. The Niners.
Yeah, I want to pick the Niners this year. Early season, yes, I had the Niners.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just
they're going through some things.
The original picks were Bengals, and I had the Lions from the get go. Actually, it was Bengals Lions.
Yeah.
And you said NFC, so I'm sticking with my Lions. They look better than I thought they would be, but they're still about there. I thought the Niners would be better. I thought the Packers are where I thought they would be. I had the Bears as a playoff team. They're not really there. They're not. Yeah. Then Eagles are good. Cowboys, kick them out. They're awful. They're one of the worst teams.
Dog water, dude.
And then, real bad. And then the
Dak Falcons, also, we didn't bring this up. Dak out for the year. Surgery on his hamstring.
That just brings everything down to it.
Jerry Jones being a son of a dude.
Yes, Micah Parsons, too. Man. Micah
Parsons bashing head coach Mike McCarthy. My God,
he was not bashing him.
He came out and apologized and said that he didn't mean it the way that.
As a player, I think he should have clarified what the hell he meant, and he didn't.
Yeah, especially because he has a podcast,
and it blew up. But in the
maybe Falcons he'll join this podcast Sox next week.
Falcons are right there where I think they would be too. They're trying to still play together and all that, but outside of the Lions, like what are you gonna say? The Packers. The Vikings are much better than I thought. Obviously, the Vikings are the biggest surprise of the season.
Yeah, they'll be slowly dropping off.
I just don't see them holding on. Because say they make it, and where they're at, they're going to lose to the Eagles or the Niners in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think you got to respect the Eagles a little bit.
You do.
Yeah, I think the Eagles will be there. I think. What are they? Are they 7-2 right now as well?
They're 7-2.
7-2. They're looking good.
And the Commanders are 7-3. You got to respect them to a degree.
Yeah, 100%. There's a lot of teams that could surprise you.
Thursday will say a lot about that game.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I think the Lions are on a different level. The Lions played probably the Lions on Sunday night. That was probably the worst football that they will play, and they still got a W.
Yeah.
So that just shows how good they are.
They won a game where you had 5 interceptions.
Goff isn't going to throw 5 picks like that.
And you're not playing the Panthers. You're not playing some bad team. You played the freaking Texans, who are a playoff team.
Yeah, yeah. And
some would say a Super Bowl contender, but they're at least a playoff team.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it sucks because as a division rival, it pains me to say how good they are.
Yes.
But you can just feel it, man. Like you know when you're playing that team, man, like it's like, damn, this is a top team in the NFL. Like you were saying, Dan Campbell, it starts with him. Jared Goff, as good as he's been.
Montgomery, Gibbs,
receivers, running backs. Yeah, the two-headed monster at running back. If Montgomery's out, Gibbs is in. If Gibbs is out, Montgomery's in.
You know, it's the only thing that sucks.
Which one's going to beat you?
They lost Aiden Hutchinson, and that's really the downfall. But then they get Zadarius Smith.
Yeah. Yep. Son of a bitch. I get too chatty, dude. Oh my God. Are we at 50 minutes already?
Yeah, we'll go a little bit over an hour in this episode. It's all right. We got a power ranks to do. Here's a special little hour and 10-minute episode for you if we go that long.
Oh my God. Jill's going to have to put me to bed tonight. She's going to have to rub my belly.
I'll rub your belly. Oh my God.
I appreciate it. Come over, man. have Aaron drop you off, though. Be safe. Hey, you don't switch that until Jim's done. You got it?
Your dad would have been done with that already. 85 Bears!
Dude, I almost spit that all over the place. I know, man. Every time I see him comment on your shit, I start cracking up. I appreciate, though. It's support.
Hey, every comment, like I was telling everybody when you were you left for a second to get more beer, comments are appreciated. I told everyone if you think the Bears are a bottom 5 team, comment Bear down.
Yep. It interacts with us, man. You know?
We like the interaction. We will comment back if it's worth commenting.
Even
back.
If you're telling me what you did today, like, you know what I mean? Like, let me know.
Tell me you took a shower. I'll tell you how'd you shower. Do you clean your body first or do you wash your hair first?
I know you didn't ask me, but I'm going to answer that.
Are you a body wash guy first? Or are you a hair shampoo guy first?
I think I'm a body wash guy first.
So I'm
trying to do a replay in my head. Yeah,
so I kind of been. This sounds stupid. Well, maybe I do hair first, and then because let the soap go down your body first, then your body will be in the body wash at the end.
I'm also a child, and it's shampoo is undefeated with me, and it will always get in my eyes. And when I get out of the shower, my eyes are bloodshot. Everyone makes fun of me for it, dude.
So are you going with the?
Right, I can take that away. Yes, I am agreeing with you. I think the Detroit Lions are the NFC champs and make it to the Super Bowl. Who do you have coming out of AFC?
AFC. So I originally, who'd you originally have coming out of your NFC before you?
NFC originally, I had the 49ers.
And all the injuries added up where you think no longer.
Yes. I'm not ruling them out because somehow the 49ers always seem to find a way to win games. Kittle's playing great, probably as good as he ever has. I could totally see them making a run, but the Lions have just been playing that good this year to where I'm going to say the Lions are going to be in the Super Bowl.
Losing Ayuk hurts.
What'd you say?
Losing Ayuk hurts as well.
Yeah, 100%. Even though he wasn't really playing well when he was in, but that's because he missed so much of
and you can
preseason
also,
stuff.
Yes, because you can also see Brock Purdy. He's not regressed. Like he hasn't regressed horrifically, but he has regressed somewhat.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't think enough
Something's
to where
off.
you should. Yeah,
my thing with the Niners is something feels off where it's not a Super Bowl caliber team. It's a team that I can see losing in the playoffs. They're making the playoffs. I know right now they're not. I think they're gonna make it.
Oh man, dude! I hope somehow the Bears find a way to beat them, and the Bears sneak into that seven seed.
God, so we're 7 seed. We're playing the Commanders or the Eagles.
Yeah,
more than likely.
Oh God, dude, it's so bad.
So let's go to the AFC here.
Yep,
and I'm going to elaborate on this, and this might put this podcast over what we usually do, because I had in my original AFC prediction, I had the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Oof.
I don't think so.
You don't think oof?
No, I don't. So oof for how they started the season.
Yeah.
This team is good. And they're 4-6, but they're making the playoffs still.
They seem so much. I feel like they've lost like 8 games, dude.
Because what sucks is we wish what was going on in the AFC was happening in the NFC for the Bears.
Yeah.
Because right now, I'm burping.
Oh, I got the burps too, dude. Don't worry. Just battle through.
Right now in the AFC is the Broncos, and the Broncos are 5-5.
Yeah.
And then you got the Bengals at 4-6. You have teams like the Dolphins who still believe. The Jets are 3-7. They're only 2 games out. The Broncos
That's insane.
The Broncos aren't making the playoffs.
No.
What they're doing is successful.
You impressed with Bo Nix this year?
Yes.
Little side note.
It's not.
I am too.
They're not going to be good enough. You know why? Because the Bengals are too damn talented. T. Higgins is going to get healthy. Bengals.
Is he though? He's got a long history of being hurt, dude.
Who? Joe?
Higgins.
Oh, Higgins.
Well, yeah, also Joe. But
the Bengals are going to make the playoffs here. They had that Ravens game. They had it.
Yeah.
And they got screwed. It was a pass interference. It was pass interference. It should have been pass interference. They got fucked.
That was a good game, by the way.
First F-bomb of the night.
We were live for that. Our viewers seem to have not gotten the gist of us being live. That was our bad. We'll take blame.
What?
We were live for that game.
Yeah, we were. Why? Not till the end. We did leave a couple minutes early, but
yeah, we just didn't have the viewers that we thought we were wanting at least 3. We got about 1.
We wanted like 15, 20 at least.
Oh yeah, of course.
You guys got to be better at following us when we go live. We got to be better at promoting.
No, we got to be better at telling them when we're going live.
We will also.
Me and Preston do have jobs, believe it or not. That's
jobs, families, lives.
Yeah. Yep.
But we do got to be. But I do have time to promote.
Yeah, we can make a quick post to let people know.
But yes, Bengals are a great team. I believe they're great. They are. I do believe they're making the postseason.
Yeah.
But I am dialing back a touch. They are not going to the Super Bowl.
Bum bum bum.
Because the Buffalo Bills are. Josh Allen is on another level.
You think he's going to put an end to Mahomes' run?
The main reason is because that defense is better than I thought they could ever be.
Yeah.
That defense has been playing so extraordinary. It's been crazy. And I just believe that they're going to get the best of – they're going to beat the Chiefs this week, by the way.
You think so?
Yes. It's in Buffalo, I believe. It doesn't even matter where it's at. I think I know where it's at.
You think Josh Allen is going to beat this guy?
Who's that?
Patrick Mahomes.
I don't. Yeah, I went.
You can't really see it because it's a
holographic.
Yeah. Jimmy G got into card collecting again.
I'm about to as well. Jimmy G got me excited.
Dude, it's fun. I collect packs randomly now.
But
usually, if Jill goes to a grocery store, I'll have her pick up a pack.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, right. I've never smoked.
Bills are elite. Bills are awesome. Josh Allen is an MVP candidate. I believe in this Bills team a lot. It's going to be a Bills-Lions Super Bowl.
That would be a really fun Super Bowl to watch. I'd be looking forward to that, except that's not going to happen. What's going to happen is it will be the Detroit Lions versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Pat Mahomes is unfortunately going to get back there. I would love to see a Mahomes versus Josh Allen AFC Championship game. I would love to see Josh Allen win. I would love to see Josh Allen win the Super Bowl. If it is Bills versus Lions, I hope Josh Allen wins it. But I think it's going to be Lions versus Chiefs. And I pray to God, if that's the case, that Mahomes doesn't get a three-peat. Because I'm so damn tired of the Chiefs winning Super Bowls. I did not think that we'd be in another position to where we would have a player winning Super Bowls in the fashion that Tom Brady was winning them. Does it make it good for football? Absolutely. Does it piss me off? Absolutely. Did you have more hatred for Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes? What would you say? Different eras, obviously.
So when Tom Brady was doing his stuff, I was 12, 13. I was 10,
I
11,
hated
12,
Brady.
13, 14 years old. My hatred was more towards Tom Brady.
Yeah.
It 100% was. It was bad.
Yeah. It's hard because obviously when Brady was doing his thing, we were kind of younger. You know what I mean? We were kids.
I could watch the whole entire game.
Yeah. I don't know though, dude. Mahomes is
We did it again.
Me and Preston are watching that clock like a hawk. All right, we gotta pound these and get to the point, man.
Let's pound these beers, and we gotta tell you who we think's gonna win the Super Bowl and power rank.
Yep. Quick power rankings, by the way. We can't go over an hour 5.
Yeah, we might, unless this StreamYard won't let us. 6 beers an hour. Let's go.
Ooh.
So, Jim,
I can't do this every week, by the way. I know I wanted to. Hey, if I have to tell you again, I'm gonna find you, and I'm going to give you a whooping, boy.
Tell us, guys. Hey, comment below. Comment on YouTube. Let us know if you enjoyed the 6 chugs of beers. Let us know if Jimmy needs to do it every week. And we also have something we want to tell you that we will do at the end.
Yes, because we are
horny for subscribers. and to
put it raunchy in a raunchy way, yes.
And don't forget, guys, with that subscribers, if we get to 100, we're at 83 currently. Once we get to 100, we will do a Hot Ones episode. If you guys have not seen Hot Ones, me and Jimmy will buy the 10 authentic wings. Or my bad, the 10 authentic hot sauces. Wings. We will buy the 10 authentic hot sauces from Hot Ones.
I have the giggles. I'm sorry.
And we will. You threw me off. We will buy the 10 authentic hot sauces from the current season, and we will cook them the way they're supposed to be cooked. And me and Jimmy will do a Hot Ones episode, but only when we get to 100 subscribers.
Yes, we have to get. There's 17 of you. I know there is. There's 17 of you that watch this and are not subscribed.
And
I know
we will encourage you at the end of the episode why you should subscribe for what we're gonna do next episode.
Yes, because what, like Preston said, we are. I'm not gonna say it because I'm not raunchy as Preston is. Preston, say it again.
Horny.
Yeah.
All right. Jimmy G, you had the Chiefs Lions as your new Super Bowl predictions. Who's winning that?
I'm so giggly.
I slurred so bad when I said that. 6 beers an hour does something to this podcast sucks. We're going overtime.
We working overtime today, dude. Super Bowl Lions versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I know it's a boring pick. Give me the Detroit Lions.
Let's go.
I don't think Mahomes gets his third. I think this is the Lions' year. I think they win it. I think they are I think the Chiefs have been lucky so far winning the games that they have won. I also think they're in a questionable division right now. I don't think they've really been tested. I think the Lions win it. I think they give Detroit that Super Bowl. And as much as it pains me, again, I don't like seeing division rivals win championships or, win divisions other than the Bears, obviously, but they're going to get there. They're going to win.
Who's winning that Super Bowl MVP?
Super Bowl MVP goes to Jared Goff.
Ooh.
I think Jared Goff is going to throw for over 300 yards. We're going to say 350 yards in the Super Bowl versus the Chiefs. He's going to throw for 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And it's going to be a big-time Detroit Lion victory. P-Dog, let's hear yours.
And by the way, after we do this, next time you'll hear our playoff Super Bowl predictions is when we know who's making the playoffs.
Hell yeah.
So I had the Lions and the Bills in the Super Bowl. But why would I pick against football Jesus and Josh Allen.
Unreal.
Because I'm not going to. The Bills are winning their first franchise Super Bowl.
Ooh.
And they're going to win. It's going to be a classic Super Bowl. I don't know how it's going to be, but Josh Allen's going to win the MVP because why wouldn't he not? Give me the Bills to beat the Lions in the Super Bowl.
Damn. You heard it here first.
Don't need to elaborate. I don't need to elaborate.
Podcast sucks.
I don't need to elaborate.
He doesn't. He doesn't need to. You
Fuck
heard it here first.
Find out.
You heard it here first. P-Dog picks the Buffalo Bills.
All right.
Bills Nation gets that Super Bowl.
What? We got one last segment. Jimmy G, it is your turn.
All right, we flying through them. Come on.
First, top 5 teams in the NFL after week 10.
All right. Let's hit it. It's going to be quick. No surprise here. After week 10, Jimmy G's top 5. Number 5, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers. Explained it a little bit earlier. They're playing some great football. Russell Wilson looking like old Russell Wilson. He's looking great. That whole team's looking good. That defense is scary. I got them at number 5. Number 4, I have the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles getting back to the old Eagles. Jalen Hurts playing well. Saquon Barkley, huge addition that it has been benefiting them greatly. He's doing his thing. AJ Brown, even though Preston thought he was traded early in the year, playing great football. That team is going to be there. They're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be a team to reckon with. I have the Eagles at 4. 3, I have the Buffalo Bills. They're there. They're going to be an AFC team. Hopefully it's Bills versus Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Bills have been playing great football. No reason to have them any lower than that. Number 2, Detroit Lions. I want to put them 1. But at number 1, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. They have not been beaten. As much as I feel like they don't deserve that spot, I feel like you cannot disrespect them and put them anywhere else. That is Jimmy G's top 5 teams. Number 5, Steelers. 4, Eagles. 3, Bills. 2, Lions. 1, Kansas City. P-Dog, let's hear yours.
It's a pretty damn good power ranking, but it's not 100%.
Let's hear
Number 5, it's the Philadelphia Eagles. They are respectable. Good. They're getting pretty damn. They're starting to build momentum. Saquon Barkley doing great things. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts is finally starting to get going. Not turning the ball over as much. Defense is playing good. They're about to and they're going to go into Thursday night and beat the Commanders and show why they're a top 5 team in the league. But right now,
interesting.
They're 5 right now, but they're building something there. They're a quiet 7-2, very quiet 7-2. You would think they're not very good by how they talk. Number 4, the Pittsburgh Steelers, another quiet team.
Pittsburgh.
They're 7-2 as well.
Quiet 7-2 for sure.
Very quiet. So that defense is elite, which we have all known. Mike Tomlin's coach of the year, like me and Jimmy said. Russell Wilson.
I think Preston said that more than me.
Russell Wilson just loves throwing that ball deep, and Mike Williams now. They have Mike Williams
catching deep, making balls. Aaron Rodgers look like a douche.
Freiermuth, my God, the Steelers number 4. Number 3, it's the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen started throwing interceptions and turned the ball over last week, but guess what? Defense has his back. He had no Amari Cooper. Deion Coleman got hurt. And guess what? They're still winning games easily. Bills are number 3. Number 2, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. Yet again, the Chiefs did not score 20 points. Yet again, Pat Mahomes wasn't elite. Kelsey's getting better. I like that. I do like Travis Kelce. They're getting Pacheco back. Chiefs are going to start being something special. They're not going undefeated. Let's shut the fuck up on that. But they will only lose 1 to 2 games this year. And maybe 3, but Chiefs are an elite team. But they're not the best team in the league. The Detroit Lions are the best team in the league.
Detroit.
My God, this team. Jared Goff threw 5 picks and they beat a playoff team in the Texans. They beat a playoff team in the Texans. If it's not Gibbs, it's Montgomery. If it's not Amon-Ra St. Brown, it's Jameson Williams. If it's not Jameson Williams, it's Laporta. If it's not Laporta, it's freaking somebody else, like somebody randomly going off. Like, it's crazy.
Jameson Williams.
And that defense is playing good. And Dan Campbell is, and I want to give Dan Campbell the coach of the year, but what Townsend's doing is just something special, and Dan Quinn, but my God. So I got it as 5 Eagles, 4 Steelers, 3 Bills, 2 Chiefs, 1 Detroit Lions.
Respectable.
Yep.
No, I was gonna say pretty much identical top 5s. You know what I mean?
We like same teams, different order.
Yes, little switcheroo. Those teams are gonna be there, man. It's gonna be a fun playoff. It's gonna be a fun rest of the year, dude. This thing's tight. It can go any which way.
Before we wrap up, Jimmy.
Yep. Yes, sir.
What is going to be the final score of the Bears-Packers this week?
Bears-Packers, right? We got a big game here.
Packers at Bears.
We're playing the Green Bay Fudge Packers. Blow, pack, blow. I'm going to predict that the Chicago Bears lose by at least 14. Give me the Packers 30, Bears 10.
So you think the Bears are going to score the first touchdown and that drive?
I do. I think they're going to end the drought of being scoreless in the end zone. I think it's a garbage time touchdown, possibly. Sure. Let's hear it. Who do you got here?
Give me the Packers in an ugly game, 18-12.
18-12. Got it a lot closer than me, man. I think the Bears are about to get spanked.
The spread's at 6.5.
Yeah.
I think the Bears hold the spread. I just don't believe their offense is good enough, but their defense is good enough. Yeah. Before we go here, Jimmy, let them know what they need to what they should do to subscribe and what we'll do for the
all right. Me and Preston need some subscribers. We know you're out there. We know you watch, okay? We see the statistics. You're out there. This is what me and P-Dog are going to do. For every new subscriber we get, we're currently at 83. For every new subscriber we get from now until Tuesday, we are each going to drink that amount in beers the next episode.
So what if there's 22?
If there's 22 subscribers, new subscribers, we're going to attempt to drink 22 beers. We might have to fudge the numbers a bit.
There might be a longer episode if that's the case.
We might we might go live and do it. Or we might split and do 11 apiece. We don't know.
That. No. If they want 22, if you guys do 22,
if you guys can get us there, we will do it for you. I maybe I just don't know if you're gonna get us there. But this podcast sucks. We need some subscribers. We need your help. Help us get there.
Every subscriber, we'll drink a beer for.
For every new subscriber at 83, anything over 83, we will drink a beer apiece.
Yes.
Preston, how you ending this?
This podcast sucks.